Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Broadcast. No camera action. No recording. Player. Tools. So where's the camera? Welcome to Can Angels Fly Tarot Live. You may see me. No. You may hear me, but not see me. Uh, Mercury retrograde. I guess that's all I need to say, possibly. This is insane. I've been trying to get on this live stream for about 2 hours. It's insane. Let's see what happens. Um, I don't understand what's taking place. I really don't understand what is taking place. This is some serious crap. I really don't understand what is taking. Well, I'm happy that y'all can hear me. Hi, Heather. I am, and then my phone starts ringing. So I'm about to try something else because I'm already live. Something is not making sense. Oh, all right. I am attempting. Oh, please don't do it. I did something I shouldn't have did. Huh. This is so stressful. It's ridiculous. What is this? Can I get? All I'm gonna do is activate my camera. They changed everything. As soon as I learn what I'm doing. Um, let's see what this is here. Yeah, this is insane in the membrane. Let's see. Um, classic mode. Okay. But I know something is wrong. Why do they do this? I just really want to scream. So I have to stay live until. How do I share my live screen? What is this? Oh, already doing that. Why are they doing this? Add an extension file. Screen switcher? This is a screen switcher. I'm not. No. Uh, start some switchers. No, I don't want that either. This is insane. Urgh. New presentation. This is insane. And I know I've seen this mess before. This is insane. Oh my goodness. I don't want that. I guess I have to come off of it because this is not what I want. No, maybe later. Okay. This is insane. Maybe later. Oh, incredible. I just give up. So, since they changed everything on me, and I have, and let's see. Oh, I found it. I found it. Now I don't know which camera to choose. My cameras, both of my cameras are acting up now. There should be no. The color is horrible. Insane. This is insane. Okay, y'all. I mean, it's been one technical issue after the other. Let's see. Hmm. If I can gain control over the situation. How can I handle the big stuff in life when the little stuff is so annoying? I know this mother sucker is not about to make me mad. This is insane. I am to the point of tears. This is so insane. This is insane. Oh, I know what to do. I know what I'm gonna do. Close up. God dang it. Oh, please. Oh, I know that. Come on here. Okay, let's try this. This is insane. I'm just irritated. Lord knows I am. What are y'all seeing? I don't even know. I don't know what y'all seeing. Hello, if you can see me. Now I have to find my, I'm going to shrink that down. Color's awful. I don't know what's going on. It has been every part and component. Is it not? Okay. There y'all go. I see you now. Lord have mercy. It was heck getting on here. Let me shrink this here board down. Let's see. Nope, that ain't it. Oh, please. Why must I be irritated every day? Yeah, I'm trying to shrink the board down so I can have control over. Um, this is insane. Can I cry? Is that a reasonable? I'm about to read comments y'all to say it, but right now I'm fighting off the tears. It's, oh my goodness, insane. Okay. Let's see if I can move it. Nope, it ain't gonna let me move nothing over. Don't you expand out. I'm cussing and fussing. Am I lagging? I'm not lagging. Okay, now what am I looking for? I am looking for this to. Oh my God. Why are they changing everything? That's insane. I'm about to cry. Okay, I see y'all. Barely. Let's see if I can. Yeah, okay, I can work with that. Welcome again to Can Angels Fly Tarot. I'm Nancy. Y'all know me. And I'm just gonna cry. Ooh, God damn it. Ooh, excuse me. Potty mouth. I got an issue with the potty mouth. I'm mad. How are y'all doing today? I'm still trying to straighten this screen out because this is in. I'm telling y'all, what the heck is going on here today? I'm trying not to get frustrated, but I can't even see. Okay, I see something. Oh shit! Potty mouth. I put $1 in the jar. Do you have romance, angel? If this mother sucker, I'm just gonna expand it. Maybe. Oh, this. I can't. I'm telling y'all, I can barely see the chat because. Okay, do you have angels by any chance? I do, and I have a video, Heather, if you're still here, through all of that fussing and cussing. I know that's what I do. So, yes, I do. I know of at least, I'll say, 2 angels that have consistently visited me and advised me. Um, One, I talked about, I have a video about him because he was so beautiful and the experience was so beautiful. And another is a female. And I'm not quite sure that she is an angel. She may be a spirit guide. The guy I saw. The female I have not, but she has such an easygoing, kind of like angelic voice. So yes, I do have angels. And it's, hi Nancy, I can hear you good. That is the Mercury in retrograde. It has to be. Hi, Charlotte. It's dark. It's dark. Oh, can you see me now? Look. Yeah, this. I'm gonna cry. I'm crying. Oh yes, Mercury retrograde tore my computer up. It won't work. You know what? Now I have 3 computers that I bought brand new in the last 5 years, and at the end of the warranties, I noticed. I'm trying to get it together, y'all. Every single computer at the end of the warranty, when that Geek Squad stuff is ended and the 360 suite package is ended, all of a sudden all my technology mess up, whether it is Mercury retrograde or not. And I think it's a setup to make me go want to buy a new one because I get frustrated. Yes, I don't know where this is, girl. Please don't mess with me. I'm trying to get it together so I can deliver this important message about how each of us are receiving a divine download. But first, I got to catch up with the chat and say hello to everyone. Hi, Pamela. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. I'm going to cry. Y'all going to cry. And hi, Kimberly. Hi, Nancy. I stopped by to support you, but I'm at work, so I can't stay. But much love. Okay, thank you. I don't want to get in trouble. We need that money. Mercury's in retrograde is a hot mess. It is. And it always gets me every single time, no matter what I do. It's out of my hands. It is out of my hands. You good. I see you and hear you. I did it. I did it. Color horrible. I don't know what's going on, but okay. Okay. You see me now? Okay. Yoni in the house. How you doing? That's it. Okay. Hello, I'm good. I see you fine. Hey, S. See you. All right, Letta. Hi, welcome. That's all right. I got a potty. You got a potty mouth too. I'm just catching up with y'all. Who is it? Sean. Reading deficient here. Good day. How you doing? All right. I made it to the bottom of the live stream. The issue is, I guess I'll be talking to myself because I can't tell how many people in here. Why? Because they won't let me see it. I don't know what's going on today. 10 people. Y'all are stuck by my side. I greatly appreciate you. As mentioned, at least I do believe I mentioned, that we're going to be talking about this week's astrological themes. And the astrological themes, the week span that I'm covering is from August 6th to the 12th, 6th to 12th of August 2018. And I'm talking about the astrological theme. And the astrological theme suggested to me that we all are receiving a divine download. And so I thought it would be important to do this live stream. Hi, Sam. Welcome. I thought it would be important to do this live stream so that you will be aware what it means to get a download. What is a download? You may hear that quite frequently with tarot readers and people that do the astrology reports and et cetera, the download. Well, we are all getting a download, and today I'm going to share the theme or the subject matters in which the download we will all receive covers. Now, I'm going to warn y'all ahead of time that I did this interpretation last night between about 2 and 5:30 in the morning. So y'all know how I be, right? So we're going to try. And then after that, I'm going to pull a card. If you have any burning questions, of course, after I've given this here report, if you have any burning questions, you can feel free to ask them. And then I'm going to offer each zodiac sign one card for the week. One card for the week. So y'all ready? Y'all ready? Thank you for hanging with me. Hi, Sheree. What did I miss? Not a thing. You almost cussed again. Almost a potty mouth. Almost another dollar in a jar. I'm gonna be broke. It took me 2 hours to get on this live stream. Everything that could happen. Well, I ain't gonna say could happen. It did happen. Whew. So, the subject matter for the week of August 6th through the 12th is, I'm going to try to read it. It is a mess. The general concern is about what you are confronted to do in order to attempt to create and maintain balance in significant partnerships in your life. What is it? I'm going to set it off up in here, y'all. Pray for me. Hey, Angel.
You the one who took the laptop from me.
No, you told me you was about to leave. Now get this and get out.
Hang it. I don't want to reach over you.
Lord, y'all, hold on. Wait a minute.
Sorry. Don't have kids.
Don't do it. It's too late for me, y'all. Run. Okay, let me try to get back. Spilling the tea, y'all. Get ready so you know about what this. I'm not indecently exposed. Am I? Oh, not that one. This one. Indecent exposure on YouTube. Get myself flagged. Hi, Miss Randa. How are you? Don't mess up your message, huh? Okay, I'm together. Messing up my message. Let's all take a deep breath, and I do appreciate you dropping by and being patient with me as I deal with the challenges set before me by Mercury retrograde. I gotta laugh. I gotta joke. Literally, to keep from crying. So, for this current week, the general concern is about what you have to confront or to do in order to attempt to create and maintain balance in significant partnerships. Now, when I say significant partnerships, I'm talking about the sweetie, the honey, the spouse. I'm talking about it could be between you and your employers or your co-worker, your children, whatever is a significant partnership. What classifies a partnership as significant? Something that has an impact on you, whether it's emotional or physical. It has an impact on you. Those partnerships. Hi, Richie. You said morning, showered up a bit late, but hey, we just getting started. It took me 2 hours to get on here. I'm here now. So, we're talking about the astrological energies of this current week between August 6th to the 12th. And the subject matter is about what we each as individuals are confronted with in order to attempt to create and maintain balance in our significant partnerships. Primarily, with a focus on the requests that others put upon us, those demands presented to us by others. Of course, we must keep in mind, this is important to keep in mind, this is the download that you are receiving or you will receive. And let me stop right there. Hey, Ellen, how you doing? We just getting started. Let me say this. There is so much mysticism or spookism that is attached to metaphysical or spiritual things. We also feel, sometimes we feel in this human form that we have to do something to help it along. This, as well as many other experiences that we have, are natural. They go with it's a flow. It's like autopilot. So don't worry about it. You're going to get it, whether you recognize it or not. But we're going to talk about that. Okay, I'm doing fine, Evelyn. Just happy you dropped by. And it says, of course, we have to keep in mind what you really possess, whether tangible or intangible, as well as to understand if you are willing to freely offer to the significant other those things, whether they're tangible or intangible. And with a conscious awareness about what you are offering. Remember, I wrote this between 2 and 5:30 this morning. Here we go. You have to have a conscious awareness about what you are offering to the other, and to be aware if it can satisfy what they are requesting or demanding of you. Let me see if I can straighten that out. Okay. The primary concern for the week This is the download. What do you need to do in relationship to your individual significant partnerships in order to get and maintain a harmonious balance with these others? But we are called to or compelled to first understand what we possess. What we talked about this. What do we mean? What do I mean about what we possess? I'm talking about seriously. What do you have in your savings? How is your home set up? What about your health? What about your emotional state, your psychological state? All these parts and components that create you and your intimate world. What do you have to offer to another? And it's not even what do you have first. And then, after the evaluation period of taking into account what you actually possess, to come to understand what portion of that are you willing to give to another in order to contribute to the well-being of the partnership. With that being said, think about it. What you possess may not be what another person wants. So, it is important for us as individuals to be aware of what we have, we're willing to give to another or offer to another, whether tangible or intangible, and to keep in mind that, or to pay attention to what they are asking of us. Because if there is this disconnect, this gap that exists in which we don't even have what the other is offering, but yet we give them what we have. Hello, Melon. Then we are doing it in vain. This or that is a part of the download we will be receiving during this week. Y'all, I'm stopping to read Yoni's comment. That was classic. Don't have kids. LOL. Yeah. Too late. Run, y'all. Young folks run. So, based on the astrological alignment, the truth is that you have the opportunity to learn. Y'all heard me say that in another live stream. You gonna learn today. Wasn't that Kevin Hart? You gonna learn today is what the astrological energy is saying. And what are some of the things you will learn? Download. Pamela, oh my God, yes, that is so damn true. Y'all silly. I'm happy to see that you seem to be in. I miss somebody. Tyler sent me. Hello. Hi, Nia. I'm reading deficient. Nyla. I'm trying to go back up, y'all. Uh-oh. I'm going to leave it alone. Oh, I was clicking the wrong slide thing. Ooh. Hi, tell Tyler I said hello. I'm so appreciative. I sure enough can use some help with some stacking. Let me get back to it. Hi. Hi, Julie. Tyler is hooking me up. Welcome here to Angels Fly Tarot Live. I'm Nancy. Thank you for dropping by. I'm going to learn today for sure. I'm learning today. Tyler sent me too. Well, welcome, Mother Earthly. I'm so appreciative of Tyler. He's a wonderful guy. Yeah. And so we're going to move on. Right now, we're talking about this upcoming week and the download, the divine download we all or each are receiving. And y'all, I know y'all been here for a minute. We got some newcomers, so I just want to highlight what I've talked about. What is it about, this divine download? It is about coming to understand, to figure out what it means or what is required of you in order to get and maintain balance in your significant relationships. Understanding that you only have so much to give. And is what you have to give what the other wants. And it's important to come to understand this so that you don't what? Waste your resources. Hi, Anthena. I'm reading deficient, y'all. So I'm going to keep on going, but thank you. Welcome. So, based on the astrological alignment, the truth is that you have the opportunity to learn. What we say? You're going to learn today. Thank you, Kevin Hart. All right. What are some of the things that you will learn during this download? You will eventually come to understand that you are in a particular Season in your life. Y'all have heard that before. The season being, or someone being in your life for a season or a reason, or a certain experience happen in your life for a season and a reason. Well, you will eventually come to understand that you are in a particular season in your life. And that current season offers specific assets. So that goes back to what? Taking into account what you have, whether it is tangible or intangible, whether it's spiritual, material, intellectual property that you have acquired during the season of your life. Because those assets are what you have to take account of and determine if you are willing to offer it or give it to another in a partnership in order to get and maintain a balance in that partnership. Those same assets are the things that you have to look at and see if you have anything on your asset list that can satisfy the demands of the other. This is important because if you give your assets that you have acquired during this season in your life to someone who doesn't want them, then you will have wasted your time or did what? Cast your pearls among swine. So, let's see. Even more, you will understand the stabilization. Lean in, y'all. This is important. Let me see if I can articulate it. That you will understand that the stabilization of yourself in this life is a continuous progression throughout your life. What am I saying? I'm saying that right now you may not have what you want. Why? Because it ain't the season. You haven't been through all of your seasons in order to obtain all your assets, whether what? Tangible or intangible. So, universe is downloading and compelling you to come to understand that your life is never ever really truly stabilized because what? You're constantly changing. You're constantly growing. You're constantly learning. You're constantly experiencing. So your life, as far as your sense of security and stability, is continuously being adjusted or recalibrated. So that suggests that during the course of your life, you are continuously, your sense of security and stability is continuously being recalibrated. So that suggests and points back to what you have. What do you have today? Whatever it is, that's what you have. That's what you really have. And it has been offered to you through or during the various seasons of your life that you have already gone through. You have acquired certain assets. What are they? This is all a part of the download you will be receiving. Tyler in the plug way, he ain't here. But thank you for dropping by, Spicy. Awesome subject. I'm so glad the planets are helping us. They are. Divine is speaking to us. Y'all know I believe that astrology is divinity's language. Divinity was always communicating with us. We are now entering into the age of Aquarius, where we are becoming aware. We can now interpret the message that divinity was always sharing with us. So, I have a side note here. I don't think I'll read it now. But I just want to say, you may not have what you want right now. Why? Because you are continuously progressing through life, having various life experiences, and so there are continuous adjustments that take place throughout your life, continuously trying to recalibrate you. So the question is, what can be done to stabilize your relationships? Question again. is what can be done to stabilize your relationships. I repeat, as I believe I shared earlier, that when I say relationships, I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking about relationships with parents, with neighbors, with your children, with your siblings, with the dry cleaner down the street, whomever. How do we find or how do we stabilize these relationships? Now, y'all know when I talk on here, I don't just talk about us as individuals all the time. I also talk about the global experience, the humanity experience. How do we achieve or stabilize our relationship with one another? Now, this side note, I have to read it here. I came back and wrote it in this place, so let me see how I can fit this in. Remember, we're talking about stabilizing, we're talking about finding balance in our partnerships. And how do we find balance in our partnership? Number one, we have to know what assets we have acquired in the course of the seasons of our life. Then we have to be aware of what the other is asking of us. And then we have to decide if we are willing to offer what we have to another. We've identified that the assets that I speak of are or can be tangible as well as intangible. That is to say, spiritual, physical, mental, etc., etc. And the astrological energies, remember, promised us we were going to learn today. Today being the week of August 6th through the 12th, and so on and beyond. And then it talks about outgrowing relationships is the side note that got me tripped up. Hello. I wish I could see that. Lord, it looked like the words getting smaller. G, I'm going to call you G. Welcome to the Good Angels Flying Tarot. So we're talking about the current astrological energies. And so this side note that I have that's kind of throwing me for a loop talks about outgrowing relationships. Why is this side note about outgrowing relationships important? It is because during this time period in which we're receiving this divine download and coming to understand who we are, what we have to offer, and what we're willing to invest in, and coming to understand that we desire and need to find a way to create balance and harmony in partnerships. As you and me and every individual in humanity progress through this energy, some of us, no, many of us, will find that we have outgrown relationships and partnerships. Why? Why? Because we'll come to understand that we have certain assets and the other doesn't even want what we possess. And I'm not going to jump the gun. I'm going to leave that alone. I'll come back to it. We're also, certain relationships may be outgrown and end because we've decided that we don't even want to give our assets to that other. So, the last question I pose is, what can be done to stabilize your relationships? When life, I wrote this at about 2:30, 5:30 in the morning. When life seems like it's the same old thing. Hello? Irene, I can't see. I got this little laptop. Welcome. I see Scotland. Thank you. And definitely appreciate Kyla. That was an absolute wonderful gesture. So, how can we stabilize our relationships and our partnerships and our attachments and our connections and our exchanges with others? When it seems like life is the same old thing. Yesterday, I couldn't do nothing about it. Last week, I couldn't do nothing about it. Shit. potty mouth, down in the journal. 10 years ago, I couldn't do nothing about it. Life seems like it's the same old thing. So how can you, how can every individual in humanity create a harmonious balance in our partnerships? How do you get balance in partnerships? Especially when self-perseverance is indispensable. Now, I have to say this and give it up to astrology and divinity's language, its symphony that communicates with us. Through the astrological alignment today, on August 6th, no, let me strike that. It was August 9th that I found the middle ground. August 9th, 2018 at 12 noon. This is what divinity was saying to us. How can you find a balance in a relationship? That's deep. He was asking the question, how? It's as if we are lost. Hello, sunshine. You already got my attention. Oh, I'm so happy that's my child. It's as if divinity was acknowledging that we are lost and that we don't know how to strike a harmonious accord amongst each other, not even in our own intimate, relationships. And so, step by step, I wish I could show y'all, we could sit together, how divinity kept saying, how it's like he kept saying it over again, very poetic. How can you get balance in your partnerships and in your relationships? Last thing, especially you're lost. I got you, Julia. Hold on. Especially when self-preservation is indispensable. Highlighting what I've talked about, we have some newcomers in the room. Right now, I'm doing a horoscope reading for the week of August 6th through the 12th, of course, of 2018. The theme is getting balance, primarily in our significant partnerships. Divinity seemed as if he, she, was acknowledging that we as humans have not been successful at creating good partnership connections. And so we are receiving this divine download that is giving us the blueprint so that we can understand how to create sound partnerships. And I don't want to jump ahead. And so it talked about each of us coming to understand what we have, what we possess, after living the various seasons of our life and acquiring the assets that were offered to us or available to us during each of those seasons of our life. They are now our treasure chests, and we possess them, and we control how we use these assets, whether the assets are tangible or intangible, intellectual, spiritual, physical, whatever the case may be. And now these others that we are in a contract with are making demands upon us. How do we get and sustain a balance? Well, first, divinity is saying you must know what you have acquired in your treasure chest. Then you have to decide, you have to come to understand what the other is demanding of you. Then you got to look in your treasure chest to see if you have what they're asking of you. And then you have to decide if you want to give it to them, if you really want to work with them. Hi, Susan. Welcome in. Tyler sent you. I'm so thankful. And so, the Universal Astrological Energy said you're going to learn today. Today being the week between August 6th and the 12th. And it says, and so I've been talking about the things that will be spotlighted, the things that we'll learn in the course of this week and beyond. Is that we will intentionally come to understand the season we are currently in. which will give us insight into the seasons we've already been through. And we'll also be able to take account of our assets, what we have, whether physical or non-physical, tangible or intangible. We'll come to understand that life is ever changing, and therefore that is why we don't have maybe not feel so stable. Hi, Tammy. We may not feel so stable, but that's okay because you're having various life experiences and changes and interactions, and so you are continuously being calibrated. It also talked about question kept coming back. How do you stabilize your partnerships? We are currently at the point where divinity has us looking at self-perseverance. Our personal self-perseverance is indispensable, even in relationship to someone dear and near to us. And based on the structure of existence, you can only benefit. I need y'all to lean in. This is another spotlighted subject matter divinity pointed out to us. And it's all about finding out or coming to understand how to get and maintain balance in partnerships. It's based on the structure of existence. You can only benefit and learn from what you have been exposed to during the course of your life. Why is that important? Hello, Kai Kowski. So far as true as Moses parting the sea. Part the Red Sea. Thank you. So, what have you been exposed to in your life? That is the what do you call it? The source of you obtaining the knowledge or material goods or understanding that you have. I'll just repeat it. As based on the structure of existence, you can only benefit and learn from what you have been exposed to during the course of your life. And during the course of your life, you have learned to prioritize, at least you should have, so you can focus your vital life force energy on that which is favorable to you. Or, because we got free will, you may have failed to learn this life lesson, and as a result, scatter your energy recklessly. Y'all hanging with me? What are we talking about? We're talking about this divine download we are all receiving in this current week and beyond. And it is the reason why I'm making this live stream is because receiving a download from divine or one's higher self is like this common kind of trendy thing. And this trendy thing called a download is real. And so I thought it would be adequate or appropriate to create this live stream so that you can see, so that you will be aware that you too are directly connected to divinity and are receiving a download. So, what is that? Kevin Hart, you're going to learn today. So, this is a critical time period in our lives, yes. As this time period offers us the opportunity to see clearly. What do we get to see clearly? We get to see the challenges that we face that is about finding balance in partnerships. We get to see clearly what we as individuals with specific life experiences have as assets. What are you willing to share? And what will you, as an individual, inadvertently end up sharing with another? When I say that, I'm talking about that mental stuff, that psychological stuff, that emotional stuff. Those are things that we inadvertently share with others. Nevertheless, they are part of our treasure chest, our assets, and will be shared with another. What am I talking about in this live stream? I'm talking about what it takes to successfully create partnerships. And if this the criteria is not met, the chances of a partnership is slim to none. Hello, how are you? Can hope the download will come. Feeling just empty by now. LOL. I can feel you on that too. Sunshine says we all heal in different ways and deserve love. Just never settle in this one life. It is your own. Always never forget it. That's very true. Very true. Thank you for sharing. And so I want to make a comment relative to I can't see. Comment about just kind of feeling empty. I'm not trying to downplay how you feel. It may be a purge thing, and that's what I'm about to bring up. I, as well as other astrologers and tarot readers, have talked about the purge. We've talked about, I don't did a few, but I know the purge was one of them. It was something else that we talked about, kind of familiar theme statements or topics like the purge. And how can I say this? Many of us, because all of this is new to us, the language is new, is that when we hear certain reports like this one, we think, oh, it's just between August 6th and the 12th. No. This energy that I talk about, this divine energy, goes out into the world and performs the task it was commanded to do by divinity. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It will be done. I've heard that divines, God's word will not return to him void. That suggests that whatever, hi Kathy, he has sent the powers out to perform, they will do. They will not return to him before the mission is complete. Is this why I've been so sick lately? It's a lot going on energetically. It is. And you hear some, again, astrologers and tarot readers, not just astrologers and tarot readers, but people that talk about health. That's why they were saying it's so important to get healthy, to release our vices. We just stop smoking cigarettes and drinking and smoking weed and drugging and partying all night long to take care of ourselves, because these energies are coming in swift. And it's like source is washing through us. And we already a little, what I call a little filthy, you know. And so in our weakened state, we get extra sleepy. We need more sleep as a result. Or we get extra, or we get sick. People that don't normally get sick. You know what I'm saying? So it's trying to get us to slow down and do what? Absorb these divine downloads that are being given to us by divinity. Okay. And hi, Devon. Says the purge is an awakening of the divine gifts that the Creator has given us. Very true. Drugs and alcohol stop you from getting your gifts. They can, especially with overusage. As a Taurus Gemini cusp, this eclipse has me so off and lost, not centered. It's crazy. Correct. Thank you for the explanation. You're absolutely welcome. Too much sex depletes your energy. Also, absolutely true. Gotta refrain for some things. I might make a video about that. I have covered a little bit just recently in a video I did. I think it was called How and Why You Exist. And I talked about how this particular vessel, this avatar, was created to sustain us for an appointed time. And the energy, divine energy that runs through us, is slowly deteriorating this clay vessel. And so that's another reason why it's so important to, do healthy things. I'm guilty, I don't do healthy stuff. But that's why. There's just so much power running through us. And if you follow me, you've heard me talk about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson as an excellent example of someone, hello mermaid, that 222, divine numbers. That was Michael Jackson was an excellent example of how divine energy runs through a vessel, and how that vessel has difficulty containing the power that it embodies. And Michael Jackson had this awesome way of releasing it, and it captivated millions. Let's see. Oh, if I see, the devil brings you to addiction and depression. Not find yourself in the gifts God blesses us with is so true, and is one of the big ones in this time. Full of energy but empty emotionally, which is weird for me. Thank you all. It helps me understand. You're good. Hello. And Kathy says, I don't feel like getting out of bed the last couple of days. Me either. And depressed and don't even want to eat, etc. Now the eating part, I'm going to wake up for a few minutes. Then I just climb right back into bed. So I've been having to battle it. And it does make it, excuse me for slapping, it's such a bad habit. Studying these type of arts has helped me, and I shared that, I testified that here on YouTube, helped me to help me to manage depression. Because now, unlike in the past, I didn't know what this life was or what it consisted of. Remember, this astrological energy says you're going to learn today. You're going to come to understand your assets that you now possess at this point or this season in your life. One of the assets that I've acquired in the course of my life is the ability to read the tarot cards as well as astrology. That is an asset that I've acquired, but in a different season. But even in this season, I still possess it, and it assists me with the management of depression. And it also is empowering, if I said that correctly, to me, because again, now I can understand. Now I can see. I'm not in the blind. I'm not just blowing in the wind like a piece of parchment paper with no purpose. I can see now. So it really does help. And you say, hi Sarah, how are you? While I'm talking. And Trump, oh no, Phil, we need to pray to God. We are in a, thank y'all, pick me up. Hold on, hi Virgo, I see you. Where is it? Oh, y'all got me messing with the sliding bar. Where is it at? We are in the bad times. I feel it. About that. See, this is what we are forgetting. I always talk about how we're under a spell. I have videos about that. But it's about us. We are the majority, and the majority rules. We just have to execute our power. We have to get organized. We have to be in agreement. And this report, the theme of how do you get balance in your partnerships, is the first step to overcoming evil. This is the first step. And Divinity was acknowledging here that we don't know how to get and maintain balance in our partnerships. So how can we move forward and be successful? How can we move forward and reach our goals? Right now, we're talking about, in the past, not now, but in the last live stream, I was talking about how people, the live stream about that full red blood moon, how people, it's a silent fear, unspoken, but people are not feeling comfortable and secure in their life in this world. But I haven't finished. I only got a little bit more. And so I'm also only like a page and a half left. And so let me read. Hi, Sarah. The devil does not cause the free will actions will take. And then, hi, Rowans. Today, I was a mess last Friday. It was a mess last Friday. Mermaid, you done got it together. Oh, I don't want to go too high. Oh. Hi, I think I see Jordan. I do. I was looking at Virgo. Hi, beautiful. I've been feeling an off energy. I have been releasing negative stuff. Oh, that's why I didn't finish my thought. Is that there are so many energies that are moving simultaneously through us, around us, compelling us to move. But I don't want to jump ahead because I got to finish this. And we, in these physical vessels, we have lived recklessly one way or another. It don't matter what we do. You know, it don't matter. It was a specific way to live. Most of us didn't. We live lascivious lives. That's what we do today as humans. So, as a residual effect of being up under all of these energies moving around us and through us, yes, we are feeling, because the energy is trying to take us high. But many of us are low. But again, that goes back to the spell that I've done a video about. And so I'm going to digress right here because I'm going into a whole nother theme and I need to finish this. But before I finish this report, I want to read my chat and talk to my fine folks. Hi, Jordan. I see you. Good afternoon. God dang it. Afternoon. It says, I'm sorry, but weed is from God and not a drug. It helps with depression and appetite, if not in place where it can hurt you. Just be wise. Then it's a remedy to help me. Very good. Understood. Yeah. Just everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Sean says, Virgo, even when people see, they don't see. And when we just continue to fall for the same over and over again, is it possible to cut off our... Ooh, forget. Is that it? Oh, this... Let me see if I can get some control over this little sliding. Old people and technology. I did a video about babies and technology. Old people and technology. Where am I at? Okay. Oh, God dang. Okay. Even when people see, they don't see, and they just continue to tell for the same thing over and over thing, fall for the same thing. And is it possible to be cut off our emotions and full of energy so that we can focus on our soul mission? Or no, we cannot. We cannot just cut off our emotions because they are a part of us and a part of our experience, and we're responsible for getting all this stuff lined up and synchronized in ourselves, and then attach and connect to others that are also synchronized in order to make these changes and to fulfill these soul missions that we have. So no, we can't cheat. I am so fine. I'm doing good. I'm happy to hear that, Sarah. Yes, ma'am. Partnerships are just power is standing on your own. Woo. Yeah, on your own. And this subject matter today does focus also on about standing on your own. And how are we standing on our own? We're coming to understand the assets that we possess and deciding if we're in a relationship or partnership with someone that we want to fulfill their demands. We're determining if we can fulfill their demands. And also, I done read so many live streams. Hold on, y'all. If we want to fulfill their demands, and we're coming to understand the season is also about the individual, because everybody is in their own season and having their own experiences and acquiring their very own unique assets. And so what am I saying? Everybody ain't for everybody, and there is a possibility that certain partnerships will be cut out of our lives because they do not I'm not going to pay the phone attention. I'm going to cut that off phone ringing too much. And once you truly know who you are, then you will be able to be happy in the partnerships. Very true. Exactly. See, you jumping ahead of me, Devon. Hold on. Don't jump ahead. Wait. Yes, Devon, it is so true. And you there too, Sunshine. So let me continue. God dang it. Okay, I'll be trying to read them all. It's quite a few today. I have been suffering for so long, emitting negative energy and accepting low draining energies, but I am learning, you're going to learn today, to be my power and now newbie in spiritual journey. Very good and welcome. We're all walking on this spiritual journey, and you have to forgive yourself first in order to forgive others. Yes, you have to love yourself first in order to be able to love others. Remember. Very good. Thank you, Devon, for sharing. Kathy said that is so true. Um, oh, good. Yoni, what you got to say? Jordan, are you friends with April? Okay. Sorry, auto spell. Oh, Lord, John. I'm way. Let's see, Jordan. And Sunshine said I'm technically retarded. LOL, don't feel alone. Only 30, but technology not for me. Social media, this is the only social media I have newly been on this. My mama asked me how to fix something on her phone, and I'm like, I don't know. Good answer for your breaks up. I don't know how to use technological device. I always need the prep talk. I can see everything is in slow motion, yet it only has me sleeping a lot. I feel exhausted, right? Because you are witnessing. If you follow me, you've heard me talking about us as individuals in humanity being witnesses to whatever lines up with your zodiac, and also able to give a testimony to divinity what it is to be whatever you're over. And so yeah, it is. We are in a very exhausting time because we are all being recalibrated at a rapid rate. And hi, Nikki. True, some partnerships end when it does not serve you for your higher good anymore. And yes, we are in the thick of that particular energy where we may be dissolving some partnerships. So get ready. Get ready. And understand this is what can possibly make it a bit easier. A bit easier. And I speak from experience, a person that has been hurt to the point of depression and even more. But I'm not going there in this video. How to understand that if a partnership was to dissolve from now into the future, somebody significant to you, at least you know why. I'd be like, why? What did I do? And I know it ain't nothing wrong with me because I'm a little arrogant sometimes, those kind of things. But now you can have an idea. This is what I'm talking about, how astrology has helped me see. It has made things in life make sense. You can see now that it is divinely inspired to try to get you to release those that don't serve your higher good. In this case, we're looking at what partnership can you have in that you can have a harmonious balance so that you can do what? Achieve something without all the drama and the mess. And it talks about understand that you have acquired something in your life. What is it? I'm going to stop, digress, because I keep going back over the same thing. So let's finish. We only got 2 pages, 1.5 actually. So, go back. This is a critical time period in our lives, as this time period offers us the opportunity to see clearly. We talked about it. We get to see the challenge that we're facing as far as partnerships and connections. We also get to see clearly the specific life experiences we have had and the assets that we have acquired. We are looking and coming to realize if we're willing to share those assets with that particular person, whomever they may be, and what we inadvertently end up giving to another, like our emotional state, psyche, etc., we give over that to the other as well, because it is a part of our treasure chest or our assets that we've acquired over the many seasons of our life. as well as coming to understand what we're not willing to share. We just, some of us, some people, we just ain't willing to share certain things with. So, and it says, I'm still talking about what we come to, we have an opportunity. It's up to you to accept. That's why I'm doing this video. Opportunity to see clearly. Where we are in life as individuals and what the specific season is offering us as an individual. Now that's pretty important. Why is that important, you might ask? It's because right now, as you breathe and live, you are in a season in your life and you are acquiring something. What the specifics of that something is that you are acquiring is directly attached to you and your life experience and what you got going on. But one thing I know for sure during this season that you are acquiring is an understanding of where we are and what we're dealing with this week of August 6, 2018. You are coming to understand what divinity is asking you to look at in order to do what? Adjust yourself for what? Your future success. Anyway, still talking about what we will get to see clearly. It says this is a time period also that allows us to see, or you to see, and be aware of the importance and power associated with self-perseverance. Self-perseverance. Now that really plays back into some partnerships breaking up. You know, who are you going to release? This is about self-perseverance, the survival of the fittest. Who are you going to ride with? You know, remember, we're supposed to enter and sustain and maintain partnerships that are favorable to us. Oh, another thing I need to reiterate, because I just keep running my mouth and reading the chat, is that in the course of our lives, we have had a season in our life, a period in which we were taught the importance of prioritizing. Prioritizing what? The people and the attachments and the connections we have in our life. And we have been compelled at some point in time to align with those partnerships that are favorable to us, so that we can do what? Preserve or use our vital life force energy effectively. So, what else do we get to see? We get to see how our lives, your life, has given you all that you have. And that's interesting. The last but not least is what we will get to see is how your life has given you all that you have. Why is that interesting? Because some people are or have been abused, misused, lied on, all kinds of things. I mean, insane things. But even through the madness, even through experiences that made a person possibly feel like they were in hell, you still acquired something. What did you learn? What did you acquire? What do you have now in your treasure chest that you can use to help you, to assist you, and also to bring or create a balance in a partnership with another? So again, what do you have? With all that I've talked about over and over again, the question now is, why is this revelation so important? Yes, this divine download is leading us to receive a revelation. So, based on the astrological alignments, the answer is, this revelation is so important because it will lead each of us as individuals to refine our self-expression into the lives of others, as well into the world at large. What am I saying? This revelation that we are moving to receiving as we follow this blueprint that I just went over. will lead us on an individual basis to be able to home our vital life force energy on that which is important to us, that is favorable to us, and to express ourselves effectively, not only with those people in our intimate lives, but then when we turn and go out into the world at large, we will be equally as proficient in our personal fabulous self-expression. This is what the revelation is all about. Oh, I think it's only one more thing. One more thing. In closing, we are becoming conscious. Check this, I need y'all to lean in. This is it. We are becoming conscious, proactive co-creators to our own existence. Why is that important? For the reason that I've testified here on YouTube. That during certain seasons in my life, I did not know. I was unconscious. So therefore, I wasn't consciously active as far as knowing that I was creating my reality. I didn't know that. So everything that came my way was like sideswiping me. But now I'm aware. Now you are aware. Or soon you will be aware about all that blueprint that I've covered and about the revelation that you'll receive, and the final outcome being that you as an individual will be conscious and a proactive co-creator to our existence. All right, y'all. So at this point in time, I thank y'all, but I'm about to pull a tarot card for each zodiac sign for the for this week. For this week. Oh, let's see. Our emotions are a guide. Very true. We each have our own unique part to play on this earth to become a right. Like me. Oh yeah, y'all like my videos. Hit the little thumb. What is it? A thumb? Yeah, the thing. Thumbs up. You know, I really appreciate y'all dropping by. Life on Earth is a work vacation. I wish I get paid for the work vacation. Do I get paid? Oh, I went all the way back up there and here we go. Nope, I ain't gonna click it. Give me this paper before I slide all the way past. But I'm about to pull a card for. Okay, hi, Layla. Always need the pep talk. I can see everything, and it's okay. Okay, I, that was the last thing you choose some partnerships, and when it does not serve you for your higher carry. Oh Lord, learn from the life situations we deal with and grow. Very true. Wish I could be at that point. You're on your way. We all walking together, whether we know it or not. It makes it easier for me to identify what to feel uh, needs. Yeah, I got a video on needs and wants and contracts. I need y'all to go check it out too. I have a whole catalog of videos, and I do ask you to just go search the catalog because it focuses and zooms on particular themes that I picked up in astrology, and so I focus on those particular themes so we can know the ins and outs of it. But of course, you take it to the next level. I believe that everything happens for a reason. So was, for instance, getting in a partnership with a low energy partner a test to get you to your higher self to raise your vibration. Yes, of course, it's up to you what you want to do. When they say you can slum if you want to, but that season has its assets. Do you want them? You know. Knowledge is information from sight, sound, taste, and audio. Sometimes situations we deal with. And the wisdom is put in. Okay. Hi, Miss Love, Infinity, Aries, Fire, new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Nikki said, Mermaid Sunshine. She's got it. Let's see. I will have to watch this later. Just caught the tail end. Okay, very good. Andrea, uh, hello, dear. Tyler recommended your channel. Thank you for dropping by. I got to email Tyler and tell him thank you so much. Sell your catalog, honey. It's worth it. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate you just standing by my side. Thank you. Yeah, it's an intensive catalog, and I think that I deliver my messages pretty with pretty good sense of humor, so you won't be bored because sometimes I can go on for hours and hours and hours, But so you get some primary information and you can see how or come to understand just how some of the things that we think of as superficial are actually much deeper and actually have a lot to do with us. What's the other term I use? And it's common. Ascending. It has a lot to do with it. I love how you interact with your viewers and not just self-focused. It says a lot. Thank you very much, Sunshine. Yeah, I love y'all. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Angel T. Aries. Just joined and missed the whole thing. Well, that's okay. I'm about to read the card for the week. New subscriber, Carol. Thank you. Thank you. So let's start with these tarot cards. Let's see how many times will I shuffle. I'll shuffle 4 times. Watching from Tyler. Hi, Angie. Thank you. Angie Collard. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the heart. Rowans. I'm working on my reading, y'all. I'm trying to. Y'all know I have my different modes. I'm the Nutty Professor, Nutty Aquarius, and I was going to rant. Don't nobody didn't throw a brownie up here on me. What is this? Hi, Nikki. Love and light. Watching from Tyler, too. Thank you. Thank you for dropping by. Y'all amazing. So right now, we just got through with the astrological report for this week and beyond. And now I'm about to pull a tarot card, a single tarot card for each zodiac sign. I plan to shuffle 4 times. That suggests every 3 signs I will shuffle. First sign that I'll be dealing with is Pisces today. And here, Pisces, what do you have here? Pisces, for this week, you have the 9 of Swords. So Pisces, it may be suggesting that you look at your views, your philosophies, your world views, and what you've come to understand about life. And that goes back with the report, because it says, remember, you're going to learn today. You're going to learn today. It's about a review. And remember, it was talking about the seasons you've been in and all that you've acquired. For you, Pisces, one of the assets that you may need to review are your beliefs and your philosophies, because those beliefs and philosophies are influencing or having an impact upon your partnerships and the ability to maintain balance and harmony. How can I say that a little different, even though that stands, is that when you say hypothetically, case scenario, you get into a partnership with another and your beliefs are opposing or just different in some way, irreconcilable differences, that is an issue or a reason why certain partnerships may not be built to last. Please review Pisces. The next sign is Aquarius. Aquarius, what do you have? You have the Queen of Wands, understandably. Possibly executing your opposite sign, which is Leo. And why do I say it is about you activating or executing your opposite sign of Leo when the wands represent all fire signs, Aries and Sagittarius and Leo? It is because this week is about striking a balance. How do you get a balance? So for you, Aquarius, It is about you embodying or activating, tapping into that Leo fire energy. It is about you moving forward courageously, confidently, on a cause, an aim, or a passion. Back to the report. What was the cause, the aim, or the passion? Is to receive the revelation. And so that suggests that you have to, many Aquariuses have to be willing to embrace the experience. And the experience calls for what? Us each to evaluate our partnerships, what we have, what we're willing to give, what we're not willing to give, etc., etc. That, in short, is the aim, the goal for the week. The Queen of Wands says be receptive to everything. Everything like what? What you got, who you interacting with, what they want from you, etc., etc. Those kind of things. Be receptive to it in order to plot your course of action, to make a determination about what you're going to do and what moves are you going to make. For some Aquarius, it may be possible that you need or may be compelled to release a partnership in order to move forward successfully. After Aquarius, it is Capricorn. Capricorn, what's for you? Capricorn, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, well, the Queen of Pentacles, of course, represents your sign, Capricorn, but it also represents the other earth signs. The other earth signs are Taurus and Virgo. What does the Queen of Pentacles say to you, Capricorn? It says, during this week, it says, again, with the Queens, be receptive. Pay attention to everything. You almost kind of got a message just, or quite similar to Aquarius. Pay attention to everything. Pay attention to what you have acquired. Pay attention to what season you are in your life right now and what assets you are currently acquiring. And also pay attention to what you have already acquired. Why is this important? Because Capricorn, who are you connected with? Who are you in a partnership with? Do they want what you have to offer? Because this is the Queen of Pentacles. She is the Queen of Manifestation. She got it. But the question is, does the other person want what you have? Upon coming to a realization about that, it suggests, again, similar to Aquarius, it might be a partnership that you may be compelled to release because what you have to give them is not what they want. And the universe does not want you wasting your vital life force energy. It wants you to choose partnerships that are favorable for you. Okay, now this is the shuffle. 4 shuffles. That's 1. The next sign is Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Libra. Okay, well that jumped out for Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, the card that just jumped out for you is the Fool in Reverse. Now, the Fool in Reverse talks about how you been around the block a few times. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just popped out the womb. You've been around, but you ain't been paying attention. Going back to the notes, said not paying attention. Prioritizing for Sagittarius. Sometimes Sagittarius have been living life so carefree, you know, and what they call it, positive, and what's that word? I can't think of it. But you've just been carefree, you know, enjoying life. But you have not come to understand or learn the life lesson of having to prioritize. This is a time that you can get tripped up as we move through this energy. You can get tripped up. Why? Because some Sagittarius have not prioritized and put their various relationships in an order that will allow them to focus their vital life force energy. So this is a caution to Sagittarius. Get busy prioritizing and focusing your energy on that which is beneficial to you and that which can be beneficial to. If you do not make this move based on the tarot card and astrological interpretation, you could meet with a pitfall. All right. Now, Scorpio, where are you? Scorpio, what do you have here? You have the this is the Knight of Wands. Okay. Moving quickly, on a campaign, forcefully, brave, moving forward in order to conquer an aim, a passion, or a desire. I love this for you, Scorpio, because it suggests that Scorpios are ready for this time. This particular season, you're ready for. You're ready to move forward and to come to understand how to be a conscious, proactive co-creator. You're ready to come to understand what you have and who you're in a relationship with. It almost seems I kind of got the energy that some Scorpios are happy to know that they got the right to cut some folks off and they don't have to share their assets. However, Scorpio isn't doing this in vain. Scorpio, based on this Knight of Wands, really has the desire to accomplish something, not only for themselves, but those under their care. So that's absolutely good. That's beautiful for you, Scorpio, for this upcoming week. That you're riding, basically riding the wind of this astrological energy, and the wind is at your back. It'll be beneficial to you as well as those up under your care. You're really willing to face with this revelation, with this divine download brings to you. That's encouraging. That's encouraging. Okay, Libra, where are you? Libra, where are you? Here, Libra, you have the Page of Pentacles. And the page, Libra is that young, youthful, inexperienced energy, often immature with the pentacle, with the physical world, the tangible, the money, the sex, or whatever exists here in physicality is so much. Whatever your interest is and work. And he's also a messenger. This page is also a messenger. Moving forward, talking about what I want to manifest. What Libra wants to manifest. Well, that lines right up with the astrological energy that talks about the final revelation being, or coming to final understanding or overstanding, is that you are a creator. And it's like when Libras hear this message, or when they get this revelation through the divine download, it's like this awakening moment, this renewal moment with this Page of Pentacles, coming to understand clearly how you are a co-creator to our reality. And that's deep. It seems like Libra wasn't aware that they had their power and like it was real. So this is a very nice card, Libra, because it just shows this awakening moment for Libra and becoming aware and also becoming empowered in order and moving forward on whatever the goal is. And the goal is to successfully connect with partnerships that are favorable to you. All right, very good for that. Now, this is the second. What do we make it? 1, 2, got 3 and 4. 4 shuffles. Yeah, I'm seeing what? Did I do Leo? No, I haven't done Leo yet. Hi, Jasmine. I'm in 24 hour meditation. Oh, friend. I need to get out of my house that I'm a damn hermit. So they have too much time alone. I think the love piece can be dangerous. I think love the peace. Yeah, that can be dangerous. It is, and I talked about how enough of that. What was that one? A Lone Ranger live stream talked about that. Being alone too much can end up being dangerous. Cut off from the rest of the world. Manifestation does not work in the way people think. We also manifest the situations we don't want. Sure enough, do. And I did a whole lot of that in my 20s. I was like, oh, I'm a good girl. Why is all this stuff happening to me? I wasn't vigilant. Now I am. Okay, I hear what you're saying. I'm just not able to see my aura. It's blue. It's kind of cool, but I love this spiritual awakening. It's awesome. Sunshine. No, don't cut off. You. Now, who is saying this? You read my life problem with a Scorpio who thought he was. I think that is separate. So, I may have to go into that later. It's a bluish, or I don't know what is behind my light meaning yet. Okay, y'all, let's move into the next three zodiac signs, um, which are Virgo, Leo, and Cancer. Virgo, Leo, Virgo, Leo, and Cancer. Where are you, Virgo? Virgo, what do you have? You have the Strength card. Oh, wonderful. Okay, okay. For Virgos, some Virgos, this week can be kind of challenging, but that's okay. You ready? You ready with the Strength card? You have the spirit of endurance. And why might this week be challenging for you, Virgo? Because number one, you're getting this download, this divine download. We talked about it during this live stream. We being uh, emerged and hit with one energetic wave after the other, and how many of us are having symptoms. They call them ascension symptoms, those titles, labels. And so some are getting sleepy, some are losing their appetite, folks like me get hungry and sleepy, different things like that. So the Strength card talks about how even though you've been in this world, and even though you've lived this life, and you've had your experiences from season to season, even though we are going through all this heavy hitting astrological energy, Virgo, you have some stamina. It shows that you will be able to contain yourself. When I say contain yourself, what am I saying? All the indulgences, all the things we can get into in this physical world, you can restrain. It's like you'll be restraining because on a subconscious level, you are aware that something is taking place. You're aware that you're receiving this divine download. And so it's like you you have physicality or uh, desires under control, under your thumb, under your feet, as your footstool. Like tell them, be still, so that you can have this energy go through you. And so it just really seems like you'll be processing the energy successfully because you will be in control of your vices with the Strength card. That's wonderful, Virgo. Leo, where are you? Show me, Leo. Where are you? Leo. Okay. I guess it's time to rest a little bit, Leo, because this is the Wheel of Fortune that's in reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune points to the fourth house. It talks about coming out of the limelight, out of the public's view, not being concerned about your reputation or your status or anything like that. Going inside what? Your inner emotional space, into your home, the safe space for the purpose of self-reflection. Going back to the astrological energy, self-reflection. What might you be reflecting on? Those seasons. Yes. The seasons of your life. Wow. What's your story, Leo? And when you reflect upon those seasons, remember the astrological energy talked about how you will be taking account of the assets you have acquired. That's wonderful. Because when the time is right and this Wheel of Fortune turns upright, the time will be to go back out in the public's eye. And when you out in the public's eye, guess what you need? Them assets. So this week, you really will be coming to understand what you have acquired in your life. All right, Cancer. Cancer. Where are you, Cancer? You ain't holding up. The Page of Pentacles came back out. So, for Cancer, let's see. Cancer, the page, remember, is that young, youthful, inexperienced energy with the pentacle. He's also a messenger about what one wants to manifest, build, create, or sustain in their life. For you, Cancer, it is about your relationship. It's a relationship that's been so important to you, so significant. And you wanted to do what? Build it. You wanted to maintain it. You wanted to sustain it. And then you come up under this energy that says you really have to evaluate this partnership maturely. You might not want to with the Page of Pentacles. Because upon that um, evaluation of the partnership. You may find that what this other is asking you for is not a part of your treasure chest. It is not a part of which you have acquired during the course of your life. Going back to the astrological energy, Cancer, it said that, what was it that goes to you? It said, where was that at? It's this understanding. Maybe I can highlight or spotlight this now. Excuse me, y'all. And remember during the live stream talking about how the astrological energy say you get to understand what you have is really all what you have. What you have is a result of your life experiences. The only thing that could have moved you or molded you or influenced you or impact your life, whether it was something tangible or intangible, had to do with something or whatever you've been exposed to in the course of your life. And so for you, Cancer, it is about you wanting something that at this point in time, in this season, may be out of your reach. You know? And so that's what I say, with the page being young, you want to look at it. I don't care how old you are, Cancer. You want to look at it from that, young, spirited, you can do anything from that reckless energy. You just want the relationship. You just want to build. You just want to maintain it. But the energy is calling you to really ask yourself, do you have what the other wants? And for many Cancers, it's suggesting that you don't have what this other wants. Or you're not dealing with the fact that you don't want to give it to them or something like that. All right, Cancer. It's on you, of course. Okay. Final shuffle for Gemini, Taurus, and Aries. What y'all talking about? Love is love. That's what I'm learning. Yes, I had to take care of my mom when I was just a 10-year-old abusive relationship and left me with PTSD. It's just one thing after another. It's hard to stay strong, but sometimes you just gotta go through. Yes, you do. That's how you learn. Ain't that something? All that we've been through. Oh my God. All that we've been through, it was a lesson. Who freaking knew? I be asking Divinity, what kind of teacher are you? I do. Because some of it just seems so insane, but I'm starting to understand, so I'm thankful. I'm thankful now. At least it makes it. Some of this stuff makes sense. You say go Nancy Aquarian, Martian. um, I've learned to love. I've learned to love the struggle. You better love it. For anxiety, learn to realize what is, and what I cannot change, then I must not hold on to it. Yeah, and that's the part, trying to learn how to release it. Forgive and let go, sunshine. Take it from a narcissistic survivor here. Thank y'all for sharing and supporting each other. Because I can't read all of this stuff. I can barely see y'all. I'm reading deficient. I can't barely see, I'm not friends with technology. You got Aries here. Hi, Emperor. Welcome, each and every one of you. I thank you for dropping by. I do plan to go email Tyler and tell him thank you. But if you click back over there, I know he goes live frequently. You let him know I said thank you. I really appreciate him. And I do ask you, ladies and gentlemen, while you're here, to hit that thumb up, to like me. Do you like me? No. I love y'all. Thank you, though. Let's see what y'all talking about. Oh, here you go. Got me. Okay, I'm trying, y'all. This narcissistic. Oh my gosh, those are. I got them. I'm gonna have to read it afterwards because I can't control this doggone thing. Thank you for that thought. That's a good insight to think about. We'll let him know. Thank you. I did. I've subscribed, honey. Thank you, Susan. Okay, well, let's go into these last three zodiac signs to see what the card will say or add to the astrological. I just feel like shuffling a little more. Oh, okay. Whatever. Okay. Oh, that's too many. Too many. Too many. Too many. Okay. Too many. Gemini, Taurus, Aries. Gemini, Taurus, Aries. Gemini, Taurus, Aries. Gemini, Taurus, and Aries. Well, where are you, Gemini? What has come? Oh, the hangman in reverse. It's time to make a move, Gemini. You haven't wanted to. The hangman in reverse points to or suggests that you, at some point in time, were just suspended in stasis. You didn't make a move. You may have been people watching. You may have just been living and learning. It didn't matter what the experience was offering you. You were just stunned, you know, puzzled, perplexed, bewildered. And now the time has come. The universe is trying to move forward. Move forward. And so that leads me to believe that for many Geminis, it's directly about a partnership. Divinity is saying it's time, Gemini. You done had these experiences. You done let it go by. You done let it go on. And now it's time for you to make a decision. You did all the evaluating. You got to make a decision now. Is this partnership beneficial to you? Is it favorable to you? Whatever partnership that you're involved in, Gemini, that it seems like you know ain't no good and that you need to make a decision. On the opposite side, it can be good and you need to commit to it. And Divinity is saying in this month, time is coming. Go ahead and make your final decision so you can make your move about whatever it is. Again, this is very generalized. There are so many Geminis, but it's something that you just been putting off and putting off and putting off, and it's directly about partnerships. And you didn't had enough life experience. You know you were aware. You know you didn't seen some things. You didn't experience some things. You done found this other person, whether it's professional or personal, is a good, wholesome person, and they in your corner, and your relationship with them is favorable, and you need to commit. And when I say commit, I'm not talking about, like relationship commit, that is one. But I'm saying commit to be in a contract, a long-standing contract with this person. To commit to saying, obviously you have, in that case, scenario, you have what the other is offering you, but you haven't been willing to give it to them. Now is the time to decide you're going to give it to them intentionally. Or you're in a partnership with another. I'm going, act a fool up in here. Get out. Take your dog with you. Every single live stream, I can't just get in the zone because y'all be getting. I forgot I was live. I'm sorry. I forgot I was live. And so, Gemini, some of you need to possibly need to release a partnership, whether business or professional, after, because you've had enough for you. And you understand that your connection with this other or others is not good for you. It's not favorable for you. And neither are you, excuse me, you haven't even prioritized, just like you ain't moved. You're just sitting on the fence about it. Anyway, the hangman reverse, say, Gemini, get off the fence this week. All right, Taurus, where are you? Taurus, your card is the strength card in reverse. You're feeling weak on Taurus. I can understand that. You enjoying your vices. You enjoy the life of luxury, quality life, the fine foods and drinks, the good sex, or whatever the case is that you enjoy and you indulge in, because what? You enjoy it. It brings you pleasure. It makes life worth living. this week it seems like it's almost similar to like Gemini's. It's like you need to stand your ground. We're going to have to redefine that stand your ground. It's a side note. We need to redefine that stand your ground because I say it a lot. I've heard other people say it. And then we know we got these legal stuff going on there. We need to redefine it. In a side note. I'm going to come back to it eventually. Anyway, Taurus. It's something like Gemini. It's been time for you to stand your ground in relationship to a partnership you have, whether it is personal or professional, but you haven't. And why haven't you? Because it is that connection has brought you pleasure and joy, some form of abundance, and satisfied your five senses. It's been did something to you. It's been pacified whatever was stimulating you. It stimulates you and it pacifies you and it titillates you. It's doing all that good stuff. I can feel you, Taurus. I can feel it. I can feel you. And so it's been difficult for you to make a decision, to prioritize, about if and come to understand if you need to release certain partnerships or not. And so you're making a biased decision. You're being bought off by the pleasures of this world, Taurus. And it seems like in this week, while all this energy is going on, the opportunities compelling us to come to an understanding, to gain clarity, to get a revelation, and so that we can become aware that we are conscious, proactive co-creators. I ain't paying attention to the other readings. Gemini and Taurus, it looked like you ain't going to be on the bandwagon this week. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And why do I say don't worry about it? Because you're going to learn today. Eventually, you going to learn, Taurus and Gemini. So go ahead, Taurus, and enjoy yourself. All right. Last but not least, where is Aries? It's already a card sitting up here at the top. So I assume it is for Aries. And let's see what it is. Aries is the King of Cups. All right, smooth operator. Made me want to play Sade all of a sudden. So, why did I say that? Aries, just in that. I kind of feel like there's someone significant in your life and you did the prioritization and you've come to see that they may be priority number one. And you become that smooth operator, really attached to this other being, having that sense of connectedness, living out the experience that offers you the ability to heal any old wounds. What are you attached to, Aries? That's good for you. And you recognize it, and you are truly engaged in it. And you just I just see you kind of sopping up gravy with a biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Just in that zone. And it's almost like you're not even selfish. It's like you literally emotionally wide open. And you, it seemed like for the first time in a long time, you really feeling. And I'm not just talking about the other, just you emotionally are in tune with your feelings, and it's good for you, whatever experience you're having. And it is leading you to be brave, courageous, loving, attached, and enduring. And that's interesting because it was about this live stream. The report was about, looking at the partnerships and being able to find a balance. Aries, you found a balance with something or someone, and it's good for you. And obviously, it's good for them because it's about achieving this balance. And that suggests that you had to go through the whole prioritizing. It almost seems like you're leading the rest of the zodiac sign off on this experience, this transformation, this revelation. It seems like many Aries are preceding us, and it just seemed. Aries, this almost want to make me cry. That is good to you, and it's like you understand now because it's like already went through the process. That You understand that you are a co-creator. You understand your superpower. You have literally activated your superpower. You like made the adjustments that you needed to make. You made the decisions that you needed to make. You cut out who you needed to cut out. You value who you needed to value. You accomplished some balance with something, someone, or something, and it was good, and it's moved you forward. You had the sense of connectedness, of an emotional fulfillment, having the opportunity to heal, or possibly as the King of Cups, to heal others. Why do I say that? Because the king is not just responsible for himself, but he's also responsible for those under his care. But what it's really about for Aries relative to this King of Cups is that you understand how you create your reality and how you are a co-creator to our reality. Go on, Aries, with your bad self. And I don't think I got a bit of Aries energy in my chart. I mean, I know I got something, but it ain't much of nothing. Oh, yes, it is. Aries is in my ninth house. That's what it with Mars. Yup. Yep. I do. So I'm going to go look at my chart because that was sweet. All right, loves. Can you turn knowledge into wisdom? That's I think, well, I can't say it's a natural occurrence. It is somewhat a natural occurrence. Yes, you turn knowledge into wisdom because the difference between information or knowledge and wisdom is that you, okay, that was better, is that you, like, how can I say, today I learned something. How about 6 months from now, a similar situation or circumstance come up? I'm able to tap into what I learned today in order to deal with a situation 6 months from now. That is wisdom. Is the activation or the execution of the knowledge that one has attained and is successfully helping the individual move forward. So yes, it is a transference. Information and action. Right. Would they say faith without works is dead or something like that? Yep. So at this time, I'll take a few burning questions if you have any. Then I'll be exiting this live stream. I wonder where A Lord at. She ain't turned up in here. Jordan, you still here? Where you at? King Tyler, LOL. I have a daughter called Arena. She is nearly 19. I don't know. I would have to read the whole thing, and I can't slide up and down. So I'm just lost in the sauce. Y'all just talk with each other. And while y'all talking, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Liking me. Ooh. Uh-oh. I'm somewhere. Everyone, press the like button. Thank you. Yes, thank you all. Hey, any message for Pisces? Yeah, I started with Pisces. Who's that? Sheree? I started with Pisces. I went backwards. So you can feel free at this time if you have any burning question to pose it, and I will answer it. You missed it? Yeah, all you got to do is rewind. How long this live stream be? See, they not letting me see everything. Where? I can't see. Well, I don't know. I just wish I wish these folks would stop changing stuff. I've been on here 2 hours, so yeah. Any burning questions? 1 more minute to pose your burning questions, and then I will move to exit this live stream. If I can figure it out, because I just realized I had getting on here. Now I don't even know how to get off this one now that they didn't did whatever they gonna do. Did. How can we all use our willpower the way it is supposed to be? Well, first and foremost, I really don't think we're going to do much of anything if people don't get it together on an individual basis. So that question, I can't see an answer to it because we first got to meet the first milestone. And that's individual renewal and upgrading in order to even activate our will collectively. Oh. What? Hi, I'm new to your channel. Should I confront my cheating boss who is cheating with an Aries? Your boss? It sounds like your boss is a love interest of you. That is Okay, let's see. See. Where is it at? God dang it. Y'all, I'm trying. I don't know which way to go. Oh, where is it at? Oh, there it is. Beautiful. Beautiful soul speaking. Let's see. Go on about your way, beautiful, beautiful soul. Go on about your way with the food, saying, hey, you have your life experience, keep it moving, you know, go ahead and explore and have your life experiences. Be aware of pitfalls. What pitfall are we talking about? Getting in somebody else's business. The food, the way I see it, is saying keeping keep it moving, stay out that business. Beautiful soul. Let's see if I can just go down just a, go through. Okay, Crystal, um, is letting my Aries go what's best for me. He keeps coming back, but I'm not sure a twin flame is enough to keep upon. Well, Crystal, I suggest that you check out some of the videos that I have. One is called Karma, Karma, and More Karma. And it shouldn't be hard for you to find. If it is, email me and say, Nancy, I can't find none of your stuff. Why do I ask you to do that? Because I created a catalog so that you can go. Did I take my catalog off my homepage? It don't matter. Go to playlist. I have a playlist of catalog of my videos. And I have one that I advise, suggest that you watch. It's called Karma, Karma, and More Karma. I haven't done a video about the what is it called, y'all? The Vexin. No, yeah, the Vexin, the Sexin, the X, and Texan, and it was one of them. So, I might have a video. Which live stream was that? I was trying to think. But and I have a video. It was a live stream a long time ago, and I talked about the various twin flame and soulmate connections. I would suggest that for you, and it probably the title of that is called Shitty Love, and so you might want to check that one out. But let's see, letting go of your Aries. And if you just coming in, the live stream was about, one of the topics was about, it might be time for some people to release certain partnerships because it's not for their higher good. But the card that you received, yes, I think so, Crystal. I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but based on the astrological energy, the videos that I have cited for you to check out, and this Ten of Swords, it's just yes. Because the Ten of Swords talks about you had all the social experiences you can have with this person. As you shared here on YouTube, it's this in and out thing. Okay, in and out. What have you learned? Swords. Use the information in order to make your moves for your betterment. The Ten of Swords talks about being sad, being not being able to sleep at night, depression. So the Ten of Swords suggests to me that you have been going through these different emotional phases and roller coasters. Each time there's that in and out, etc., etc. So what are you going to do about it? The ultimate goal of the swords is to do what? Attain the knowledge through the experience, through the exchange. And based on whatever the experience teaches you, make your decision based on it. This card, astrological energy, and the videos I cited suggest that it might be time for you to release. But of course, it's totally up to you, Crystal. How can we all use our... I read that one. A hot thing. How did I get all back there? Is too ironically hilarious. It ain't the worst news ever. I'll take it. Okay. So it ain't the worst news ever. Did you already do Aries? I did Aries. Let me just try to get to the bottom because Never make a decision solely based off of emotions. You better not. Oh, but you can do anything you want. Just get ready for the asset. Do you want it? You gonna learn today. Y'all, I'm getting silly. Let's see. Should I reconcile with the father of my unborn baby? Oh, that would be nice, as long as he's not cheating or lying or being manipulative and it's causing you emotional turmoil, as long as he ain't beating you up or threatening your life, like that. Yeah, why not? Yeah. But if any of those things are issue, Tanisha, no, I think so. But we'll see what the cards have to say. I need to look back over my chart. I don't know who in which house or what planet I'm from. I can feel you. I'm starting to wonder that too. You are Aries and he's an Aquarius. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card. Should you go back? Let's see. Ace of Wands. It say draw back. You go back. So is he after you? Because it's telling you. You say should you go back? Is he approaching you? Because it's saying you pull back. You know what I mean? Right now you're carrying the baby and all these kind of things. You're pretty busy, and so it almost seems like it's saying you pull back. That's not your role. So it's like knowing your role. Also, what you have to give. Going back to the astrological reading, what do you have to give? And what is it, the other side that we didn't talk about because energy didn't focus on it during this astrological alignment of the week, but it has. It talks about what do you want? What do you need? And is that person willing to give it to you? It's not only what you want, Tanisha, it's what baby wants and needs and what is required. Is that other willing to give to baby what it wants and needs? And if that person is not, then it is possible that Ace of Wands just cut the forward movement out relative to trying to move that partnership along, because the astrological energy is asking us or compelling us to make conscious decisions about who we connect with and partner with. Why? Because it can be favorable to us. Why? Because we create our reality. So, with that being said, if you go back to this other, you move against this energy, you go back with this other, aware that this other is not willing to provide what baby wants and needs, then you are helping to create your future and baby's future in actuality. So the astrological energy is saying think very hard and long on what you decide to do, because it really is going to affect your life. It's going to have an impact upon your life, not only yours but babies. But based on your question, the Ace of Wands said don't move forward. Don't move forward with it, especially if you don't have a clear understanding about if that other is going to make their contribution. Oh, sorry, that was a lot of question in one. Is my ex the last always still around me? Is my ex that last always still around me? Your card is the Two of Wands in reverse, pointing back to the Ace of Wands, which talks about moving forward. Relative to your question, you're welcome, Tanisha. In relationship to your question, it suggests that someone is moving forward, but they're not making a decision to how they want to use their energy. So it almost seems like they come near you, or their energy desires to be with yours, but they don't go ahead and move forward on it. It's the stagnation or blockage in the ability to move forward and like blend y'all energy. So, oh my goodness, the thing moved and I don't know where I was at. So I apologize for a half-baked answer unless I can slide and find it. Yes, that is true. God is the best way. I'm still here. That is the realest thing. Saved my life. Thank goodness. It's not just a belief. It has to be knowing. Oh, y'all was carrying on a full conversation, which I have to watch after the fact. So I got to come back and listen to myself chitter chatter. Oh. Give me some popcorn because I know I got a bunch of words. Um, oh wow, how did I get all the way back up there? This thing, is it that paper? Let's see. I need something that I can control a little more. I'm way up there or something. We're saying if you are able to help, is my ex that died, if it was an accident, is he in a good place or is he with me still? It feels like I feel him sometimes. Now, see, I can't. Let me see if I can find. Was that you? I was just answering. Um, Recently separated. I'm still keeping you in mind, sunshine, with this too. So I think that was you. Recently separated, and my baby's father is keeping children from me for spite. Should I keep begging him to meet me halfway, or let him come where he is ready to figure things out? You just said it. If you take him to court. To court. All right, take him to court. This is Emily. Here is the emperor. The emperor talks about being stern, discipline, order, and structure. Now, I don't know the details that relative to your experience with this other, nor your personal experience, why he doesn't want you to engage with the children. But it's saying this is your answer, Emily. Be ordered, be structured, be disciplined. This could talk about, and no offense, clean your house. That could be an issue. Get your stuff in order. It could suggest possibly that this person views you as messy or inconsistent. Tighten up. Another interpretation of the emperor is that he is a ruler, he's in command, he's in control. You may need an arbitrator, possibly. Somebody that can set the rules, like what they got, visitation, those kind of things. So it's one of the two. Of course, you pick which one applies to you. Smile is my Chris going to return. Is that is? Oh, it's your wish. It's your hope. You want to connect. You now. I'm assuming this is an X, and I ain't gonna get started. I'm just gonna read the card. Is, Liz. I can't see that, but it's the Nine of Cups. It says, "What you hope for and what you wish for, you will obtain. You will have. You will come into union or connection with." Why are you having this connection? Why is this desire being answered? It is because you need to have the sense of detachment, belongingness, connectedness, or you need to have the opportunity in order to have an experience, in order to open up the opportunity for you to heal some inner emotional issues or wounds. Ultimately, it is about you getting to a place of love. So it does suggest that the other that you inquire about will return. I'm leaving these Virgo. We're at this time. Okay, I'm leaving his Virgo. We are not together, but we so interact. Is it time for me to move on? Yeah. I answered yours, didn't I, Crystal? Yeah, it's time to move on. Never stay stagnated for anyone. That's from life experience. Man, how time flies. The old schoolers used to say, you're going to blink your eye and look in the mirror one day, and you're going to been aged, and you're going to wonder where the time went. Surprise your youth, and don't let anyone stagnate you. Always move forward in order to better yourself. I wish I had listened. Do I have more angels protecting me for a reason, or what am I feeling? I think it is my ex that died. If you can, please tell me anything or clarify. Would rather. Okay. I don't know because I can't find that last question. But immediately when I read that question, Sunshine, this 2 of Wands reverse still applied, and it talked about energy. spirit, inspiration, having the desire and urge to move on a passion or desire. What could that passion or desire be relative to your question? That ex that has died, I mean, that boyfriend that has died, wanting to come near you, attempting to draw near you, but he is in the spiritual realm and you are in the physical realm. Two of Wands in reverse. So not having the ability to move forward and continue to execute one's desires. So it does show the energy draws near to you. Therefore, it suggests that this person has a desire, or you inspire them. They still have a fire for you even after the physical realm. That means you had an impact on their life. Susan, never beg. Never beg. Thank you, Susan. Listen to it again. You sound great. Sunshine. It doesn't work that way. If you're saying I'm doing great, Devin, thank you, but I'm so far behind, and I'm really behind. we all have angels and spirit guides. We do, yeah. Yeah, maybe later on I can come talk about. Someone asked me, did I have angels? And so maybe I can talk about spirit guides that I have. That might be, helpful to some to be able to understand. Even though I have a video talking about an angel's love and hearing voices. I have a video here talking about hearing voices. And it talks about spirit guides or negative spiritual influences that try to coerce you to do things that could be detrimental to you and others. It is real. It is real. Hi, what's that? So, Scorpio, how you doing? Welcome to Canadian's Fly Tarot. He might be lost. He had a overdose. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Certain things I don't think we should worry about. We want to take all the power out of divinity hands. Who is divinity? Well, who is God? How they look? I don't know none of the answers. But what I do know that is something greater than us that embodied us or put us in these vessels. So it's what I'm saying. It's something that is more powerful and more in charge. That's more enduring, etc., etc. And so even though your significant other exited this realm through that particular mean, does not mean that hellfire and torsional. I don't believe that, because that is just a part of our physical experience, and he lived. The purpose is to live and learn, and he learned, and he had his experiences, pulled the assets or whatever it was that he acquired during his lifetime. All of that is in divine's hand, is what I'm saying. It's all in divine's hands, and I don't believe it is about torture or torment. Not at all. So breathe easy. Should I keep my partnership with the Sag? Felt strong connection there, but think it wasn't right timing. Julia. What do you have here? It's time to move forward. Do you go ahead? You just move forward now. Moving forward with the Three of Wands. Now, Wands does represent fire. Fire represents our signs. You can answer that, but I'm busy. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius move forward with the Sagittarius, but socializing. 3 does represent small social circle. It seems like this is someone that's familiar, a familiar spirit, someone possibly, that's close to your family, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, somebody in your neighborhood or community, or somebody that's a part of your very small circles. And so a certain way to interact and engage with these others. So it almost, going back to the astrological energy, you're talking about prioritizing. So, how do you prioritize this Sagittarius? Well, they fit in this small social group setting. And what do you do in small social groups? You socialize, you may have fun, you talk crap, you gossip, you do kind of love triangulations, all those kind of things happen. So it's about prioritizing this other, because the issue is, what do they have to offer you? What they have to offer you, is it what you want, and vice versa. That's kind of thing. So it's completely up to you what you do relative to your Sagittarius, but it does talk about prioritizing them based on how they fit in your life. How they fit in your life. I'm sorry. I know I'm a lot. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no apologies. No apologies. Exactly. Thank you. Illinois. We are all dealing with things. And right. And that's a perfect word. I like that word. Things, especially for general, uh, you know, readings and stuff. Things. Because we all got something or things that we're dealing with. Absolutely no. I'm going through so troubled times. Will they pass? And do you see me getting a new job? Going through it. See, you know, that's so Scorpio's talking about going through challenging times and wanting to know if they will get a new job. And I just recite your question. That's so Scorpio because I was sharing. I don't know how long you've been here in this live stream. Is that uh, we are dealing with a lot of astrological energies simultaneously. And so many people are feeling overwhelmed. All I can say is you have to be prepared to pace yourself. And I mean, because when I was shuffling, this fell out. That's so I need you to garner yourself, tap to your inner strength, because the Five of Pentacles talks about going through hardships, difficulty, illness, all this negative stuff we don't want to see. We don't want to see that. This is the Five of Pentacles, and it's an odd number, so it does talk about a destabilization to your physical world. However, the good news is that this card also carries a positive connotation. And a positive connotation is that through all of this instability to your physical world is also a portal. It's your portal. And the portal is for you to move forth and create what you want to create in your world. That goes to the final energy that was offered in the astrological reading. That says we are becoming conscious, that we are consciously aware that we are co-creators. We are conscious, proactive co-creators to the creation or about what we contribute into our reality, your reality. So for you, the Scorpio, you're called to right now. Why are you going through what you're going through? It's interesting. It seems like you're being called to uh, understand you're a co-creator. It's like you just been here working and doing and meeting the demands and rising and falling with the experiences, whatever the case is. But you're not understanding that you too have a superpower. And your superpower is the ability to contribute or to contribute and create your own reality. Put your hands to work. What do you want to bring into existence? Move on it and don't stop. This says you have the wind at your back. You have a superpower you're not tapping into. Make it happen. Go get the job. This is the energy of creation. It is the energy of the fifth house of Leo, your fabulous self-expression. Do what is truly an expression of who you are and where you want to go and what you want to build and bring into existence in your life. Do so boldly and courageously. And understanding that whatever you need, this is fire as well, not this, the Five of Pentacles. Whatever you need along the way will be added unto you. So that is talking about you would be moving with blind faith in order to reach the goal. Activate, and I hope I made that sounds make sense because that is awesome, 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 awesome. Uh, Thank you so much for this. I really need to hit this. Okay, keep it moving now. These Scorpio. What is it? What time is it? Okay. Let's see. Uh, huh? You can, yes. I'm being messed with again, y'all. They just don't leave me alone. They just don't leave me alone. Libra here, but who clicked that and made that happen? We're gonna get a sweat. Okay. For reconciliation with Scorpio, will he return? You heard me, Tracy Hood? Uh, Tracy's hub, will he return? That's all I saw in the click it move. Will I find love soon? Oh, Tracy first. I think it was Tracy. Will it? King of Wands. Okay, the King of Wands suggests that someone, I don't know if it's you, Tracy, I think it was your name, or your other. The King of Wands represent our fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. These are people that move forward on the cause with full faith, knowing that whatever they need will be added to them along the way. The King is highly active, actively moving forward on that aim or cause, not only for himself, but those up under their care. But this person, is displaying the negative qualities of the fire signs. This person can be overly aggressive, controlling, and domineering. You want to know, is it coming back? Is this you or is it them? If it is you, you are trying to control the situation. And when you move to control your situation, you'll face resistance. So what am I saying? Stop trying to control the situation. If it is the other person, the person you're asking will return, well, if they are the ones that's being highly aggressive and controlling and manipulative, this is someone that you really want in your life. Remember, the current astrological energy for the week says to analyze the partnerships and decide if they're beneficial to you or not. And it says, please choose relationships that are favorable to you. All right, and then it was, all right, what's that? Rod Darius. Interesting name. Will I find loves? We're going through a transition. Humanity going through a transition. Love is being redefined. Love is being redefined. Redefine love. Will you redefine love? What do you have here? Ten of Pentacles. That's nice. A lot of work. It's going to seem like forever. All that work with the Ten of Pentacles. But it talks about you have this series of life experiences where you're constantly meeting goals after goal after goal. So what am I saying? It's like you may have had multiple relationships or life experiences where you feel like you had to work your ass off to attain something. Eventually you get what you want. You got to remember, everything is high. Elise, tired of sitting here. Well, I'm thankful that you dropped by. Please thumbs up, everyone. Thank you. I forgot who I was talking to, and they didn't move the thing, but you know who I'm talking to, right? And so it just talks about, yes, you have this moment in time in which you achieve or accomplish your goal. See, it almost seems like partnerships are a goal for you. It is not about emotional attachment or fulfillment for you. It's a goal now. Like, I've been trying so long, I've been wanting so long, and now it's just a goal. Going back into whose last card was at the King of Wands, talking about having to control the situation. Now it is a goal. And so you are a co-creator to your reality. Partnerships or love is a materialistic goal. What are the assets you will require from being so anxious to materialize this partnership? It is a goal now. You know, it is saying you could materialize someone who is financially dependent upon you, you know, but you can also meet somebody with the Ten of Pentacles, somebody that helps to enhance your quality of life. But be aware that the relationship that you will pull to you will directly be connected with physicality, whether it's sexual, money, or whatever. And those experiences that you have with the person relative to physicality can be, you know, they're going to ride the same roller coaster everything else to good, bad, roller coaster up and down. You know what I'm saying? And so what am I saying? I'm saying when you start talking about love, usually cups will pop up. Cups didn't pop up. Talking about love and attachment and belonging and sensitivity and healing and feeling each other, you know, that kind of thing. No, you've gotten to this place where it's a goal now. I don't know how else to say it. It's a goal. Like you've tried so many times. You want to have this longing so long and it wasn't fulfilled. Now you get it, but it's going to be materialistically or physically based, and therefore may not satisfy if you're looking for your emotional needs. That's interesting because you talked about contractual terms. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Hi, Linda. Hi, a Cap here. Will I reconcile with the Scorpio? Is that who I answered? Somebody just answered that. I apologize, Linda. I just answered that. I don't know if it was you because I don't know I slide up and down the burn or not. You try to let me know again. God dang it. Okay, so cannot be what you meant. This is funny what I thought. So, thank you so much. You are absolutely welcome, Rod. Um, hello there. What should I be doing to get me to my next step in life? That wasn't you, Linda? Okay, okay. Well, I'll answer your question then, Linda. Nice comeback. See, that's what I'm talking about. Be vigilant, because I'll lose you. Okay. Next step in life. I'm pulling two cards. One is for raw. Is that raw? I can't see. I'm going increasingly blind. You know, I'm talking about you. It's the Salt and Linda. I gotta look out the side of my eye to try to see. Okay. The Salt and Linda. First, the Salt. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? What's the next move? Critosaurus. Are you getting depressed? You know, 10 represents socializing. What do you need to do? Oh, get ready. It's something you don't want to do. You got to go rub elbows. You got to network. And it might drive you nuts because you got to listen to these people. You got to work with these people. You got to hear their story. You got to learn them. It talks about social networking and in order to make the connections necessary for you to gain the keys you need to meet your next milestone. Okay, Linda. As it wasn't you. Where's Linda? Linda. What do you have, Linda? We have the Four of Cups. Oh, thank you, Elise. Thank you. Will my ex Pisces Sagittarius return and win? Okay. Well, Linda, right here, Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups talks about, you know, laying a foundation to emotional stability. If you find that the issue thing seems to be that this person has control over your emotional state or level, and their return offers you this Four of Cups, this moment of emotional stability, feeling up, home, connectedness. But the next card up is the Five of Cups. It seems like it's this inconsistency, and so what am I saying? It appears through this card, possibly, if I'm feeling the energy's correct, that you're on this emotional roller coaster ride with this other. And the point for you is to get to this space of the Four of Cups on your own and maintain it, rather than riding that roller coaster ride that is directly connected to this other that has the ability to take you up and down on the emotional roller coaster. So will they return? It's possible. Yes, yes. If not them, someone else. And why is that possible? It is possible because your life lesson is to stabilize your emotional state, your home, family, whatever the case may be, and have it under your power. So yes, they will return. I hope I made that make sense. Now, it's Elise. Thank you, Elise, for the donation. And you want to know, will your ex-Pisces Sag return? Hi, Val. I see you in the crowd. Will I find my love again before 2 years? And if yes, will it be an ex? Will it be an ex of the ex? That's something new. Fresh meat. You're welcome, Linda. Okay. Elise. Elise. Here are two cards for you, Elise. You asked two questions, man. Okay, what will my ex Pisces Sag return? Ten of Wands. This person, well, you say it's a Pisces Sag. It's the Sag energy that has them going and coming and doing. And why? Based probably on their emotions at any given time. The Ten of Wands says they will they return? Sure. In and out. It's a lot of in and out here. The 10 is obsessive compulsive behavior associated with that which one values. As long as you hold some type of value for this person that you inquire about, they will obsessively, compulsively, intervenently come in and out. It almost seems like a vicious cycle. So just be careful. But it talks about carrying all for you. It talks about carrying all the responsibilities and duties associated with your passion and desire. And what does that seem to be? It seems to be this in and out cycle. Are you ready? When? Soon, with the Knight of Wands quickly approaching. Again, very passionately moving forward. The issue is they're on fire. This Knight has the ability to suddenly stop, pivot, and change direction. This person moves based on what their inspires them. But their emotions most likely is what their emotions dictate how they feel, and their emotions are how they feel is what inspires them to move in the direction that they move. So that could suggest you doing tricks and games in order to keep this person's attention. So the question is, what are you willing to contribute to the other? I hope I made that make sense, please. Okay. And then it was something. I think I did it again. They'll say, we should find love again. Okay, I put my mind this short. Will I find love again? Been alone for 2 years, and if yes, will it be an ex? Right. Thank you, Devin. You said learn to master your own emotions, and then your ex will not have control over you. And they get mad about that too. They can tell that. I had that experience. Okay, Val. I had that happen. I had that happen. Dude was singing, I got my mojo back. I got my mojo back. I'm like, yeah, what back? He got his mojo back. So somebody gonna be obsessed. You're gonna be obsessed because I'm out of here. I don't know who you think you're controlling. You ain't with nobody. What is you talking about? I mean, you got to watch it because yes, people pick up on their ability to manipulate your emotions and therefore your mind and therefore your actions. Thank you, Daphne, for sharing that. Great advice. All right, Val, while I was shuffling. Val, what's this? All right, it's time to make a decision, a final judgment. It's almost seeming like, are you sure that even though it's been 2 years, that you really want a relationship? What did you feel compelled to do when you were in a relationship? Did you have to keep the house clean? Did you have to, brush your teeth in the middle of the night? Them little extras that we do to make our partners comfortable. Judgment, are you sure? Are you sure you're ready to go back in those type of little extra routines in order to kind of pacify someone significant? Upon making a hard or a like a hard, true choice, So yes, I'm really ready to go that extra mile, whatever that extra mile is for you in relationship to entering into a partnership. Then, you say when? Then the partnership will come to you. But remember, you'd have made that like celestial, divine agreement. So you're going to be expected to get up every night, and if that's what you do, and brush your teeth 4 or 5 times a night, make sure your breath is fresh, whatever it is that you, the little extra thing that you do in order to make those partnerships harmonious and pleasurable. That makes sense. And then say, who is this? This is someone else. Let's see. What did it do? Hi, Ruby. My daughter's name is Ruby. Welcome here to Can Angels Fly Tarot. Thank you for dropping by. Please thumb up. And what's the ding ding over here? All right, dang it. Ooh. Oh, okay. All right, and thank you for the donation. Hi, Serendipity Richard. It says, how come it seems like I'm more an observer and can hold small talk, but can never make real friends? I always end up on my own thing. Me too, Richie. Oh, it's a drag. And what I realize is, pat myself on the back. I've been doing a lot of spiritual work for a long time. And it has created this divide. That's what I talked about, the great divide. This divide between me and others, especially those that are significant in my life. Most of the people that I know intimately have very little interest in like spirituality. Some are still religious based. But the stuff I'm into, the things I've learned and how I experience, again, it's this big divide. So what ends up happening for me, Richie, is I'm not successful at being able to create emotional bonds with others. I'm a social creature. I can hang like wet clothes, put my cowgirl hat on, get drunk, smoke the blunt, everything. I'm fun. I'm that fun chick. Fun, smart chick, sexy. I do all that. But when it comes to forging real emotional bonds for the long haul, I'm not able to do it because people don't recognize me. They don't recognize me. They're not vibrating on the same level. So I get what you're saying. Not alone. Thank you. I'm ready. Thank you so much. Let me go back up here before I miss. Not you, Elise. I did you, Elise. Where that other? Oh, Ruby. Will the Virgo forgive me and come back to you? We'll see what the card has to say. Ooh, you're learning. Okay. Based on the current astrological energy, you are learning that you are a co-creator, Ruby, to your reality. See how y'all? I'm playing this back. As people ask questions, I'm looking back over the current astrological energy to show you how it fits in. You said you're going to learn today. Thank you, Kevin Hart. But you're learning how you are a co-creator to your reality. It's possible, Ruby, you didn't know that you could really influence your unfolding reality and the events and invite people into your life based on your choices and your decisions. Now you know. That's what it's all about. But, okay, you ask, will they forgive you? Not too quickly. Here's the Page of Wands. It's the young, youthful, inexperienced energy with the wand, the passion, the aim, the desire, the intent. And the intent, will they forgive you? Well, not immediately. But the thing about the fire signs is they have this natural propensity to change course or direction at the drop of a dime. So this person may, at some point in time, at their will, redirect their energy back to you, coming to you in order to bring you a message about their passions and their desires. So what am I saying? When this Virgo comes back, if they choose to pivot and come your way, they're coming with their demands. And the question is, goes back to the astrological energy. Are you going to fulfill them? Are you capable of fulfilling them? Will you want to fulfill them? Thank you, Ruby, again for your donation. Hi, Mary. Your first time here, Tyler sent you. Oh, you were Dial, and Tyler is too. Thank you for coming by. And Val said, okay, thank you so much. Uh, would love some cards pulled for me if possible. What's up with my current situation with this Libra? Okay, well, I'm pulling one card for your burning question, Mary. Let's see. Don't rush me, y'all. I'm coming. Patience is a virtue. That's just messing with y'all. Patience is a virtue. I was told that, so it better be true, because I live by it. And I ask you all, if you have the time, watch the video I made in the wee hours of the night, about 4 o'clock in the morning. And it was about how we're losing our freedom of speech, or something like that. But the perspective from which I'm coming from is something that you probably wouldn't expect or anticipate. So I do actually take a look at it. All right, Mary. You would love a card for you. It is possible. What's up with your current situation with this Libra guy? Mary. Mary, what's up? What's up? This is what, the World card? Yep, the World card in reverse. So what is the World card about? What's up is that whatever is going on between you and your Libra guy is going back to the astrological energy. You're in a season in your life in which you are scheduled to have certain life experiences. During this season and these life experiences, you're in the season. This is what the World card is about in verse. You're in the season, having the experiences for the purpose of you gaining some asset. Whether the asset is tangible or intangible. The World card just lets us know that you are literally in a season for a reason. Whatever's happening between you and your Libra guy is happening for a reason. What is the reason? You are obtaining an asset. What is the asset you're attaining? Well, that's specific to who you are and what's taking place in your relationship, what you are acquiring for your personal treasure chest. So, I don't know how to ground it, and I hope that makes sense. They're there for a reason. You're definitely gaining something. You're going to learn. What are you learning? I can't tell you because I don't know the details of your story during generalized readings, but you can bet whatever it is, I don't care how close you are to this person or how distant you are from this person, you are gaining an asset from the experience. That's what's taking place. Thank you, Mary. Hi, Stephanie. God dang it. Hi. I don't know what happened. Sometimes maybe I'm at the bottom. And what's an ant? Cancer Moon's Terror sends his fans. Oh, Michelle Towers. Who is Aunt Cancer Moon's? Cancer Moon's Terror. Cancer Moon's sent his fans? Really? Well, that's awful nice. I ain't going to ask no questions. Thank you, Divine. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to make a video if it get it crazy because I already talked to Divine about it. Nah. Hey, Lala. Aries here, March 27th, 1971. Anything about money? Well, I know a pimp that was born in 1971. Let's see. Let's see. Say me. YouTube, D, Patrice. Well, thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate all you ladies and gentlemen coming through. I know that you're new to my channel, so I do ask you to review, old school, rewind this live stream and watch it from the beginning because it has some really heavy hidden information in it. And god dang it, I'm running around now, but forgot. Oh, Layla. And then I got to go back up. Layla, justice. Justice, about money. Justice is a major arcana, therefore it's divinity speaking into your life and going back to the overall astrological energy for the week. You want to know about money. It says you got to get balance. You know, oh gosh, where is it at? Balance. Let's see. They talk about equality. That, what's the word in the houses? Equity. Equity. If you're a homeowner, tap into equity. It talks about attention. How can you get money from attention? Correspondence, proportions, money, savings, proportion. Because this week is about balance, proportion. If you have a concern about money, it says get balance. In this week, how can you get balance? You can get balance as far as your finances to maybe free yourself up a little extra by practicing portions, whether it's with food or just the distribution of your resources, period. If you own a home, you can tap into the equity, is the equity of your home. Those kind of things for you relative to money. Oh, and whoever you're in a partnership, if you are going through money challenges, then that is one of the conditions or terms you have on the table. Anybody you kick it with, if they have the potential, need to come with some of that bread. Period. This is about balance. Give and take. Wow. It goes right back into the other thing I didn't even cover in here. And it was called antithesis or antithesis. And I bring that up because it talks about total polar opposites, the direct opposites. I'm sorry, you sent me off on a tangent. Is that Lulu? You sent Lala, you sent me off on a tangent. Polar opposites. You said, because it's like, if you got money problems, then whoever you're dealing with better have money. And that is the energy of this week. So it is really interesting. If you need to resolve financial issues, that's it. It is about portions. It is about connecting to those that if you ain't got it, they got it. You know, and, or tapping into like equity or things that have you have some interests that you can tap into. That's the kind of money I see for you for this week. Thank you. Let me see if I can go back up. I did read Michelle, Chris, hi. Hi Dee, how are you? Okay. Thank you so much. I'm amazing. All right. Well, folks, I have enjoyed our time together. Love and kisses to you all. Before you click off, I ask you to thumbs up, to subscribe. Thank you for coming to visit me. Whoever sent you my way, tell them thank you. I deeply appreciate them. Please drop it in the comment below. I know about Tyler, but somebody mentioned another person. I'd like to contact them and tell them thank you. Is my Sag coming back, Dee? I'll answer your question and then I'm going to move to attempt to get off this live stream. Again, I love you and appreciate you all. And I'll be coming back live streaming. So y'all make sure y'all hit that little ding ding bell so y'all get the ding ding when I come on. What a jar at? Okay. Thank you, Michelle. All right. D, will your Sag come back? We're going to have to deal with this in a live stream about these exes. You look cute, Tyler sent us. Thank you, Ann. Thank you so much. I dress up for you, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. I don't go nowhere. I just got a closet full of clothes from that. Is your ex coming back? D, let's kick it. 8 of Cups. Now, 8. You know 8 is an even number. And it's also hot because it corresponds with the 8th house of Scorpio, and the ruler of Scorpio being Mars. So what am I saying? This 8 is hot, it's fiery, it's obsessive and compulsive about what? Cups, emotional, love, attachment. So that suggests to me, possibly, that you are preoccupied and fixated with your Sagittarius. And the current astrological energy we are under asks us all to look at our partnerships that we hold near and dear to us for whatever reason, and see if the person on the other side of the contract, your Sag, has what you want. What is it that you want? You want the emotional connection. You want the sense of belonging and love. So the question is, have they given you that? It is possible that they have not. And therefore, it may have created this residual emotional need to connect, to belong with this person. Why? Because they simply couldn't give you what you want. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret, if this is the case. Um, this case sounds like what you may be dealing with. This other, oh, you got to watch the whole live stream. They had a series of events in their life, and those series of events that they've gone through have given them certain assets, whether tangible or intangible, including an emotional state and an emotional ability, as an example. And through their life, they may have come to a point where they don't even have the capacity to give you what you want. And so, us in our uniform come sometimes believe like, this mother sucker don't love me, or this mother sucker rejected me, or all these kind of crazy insane things we come up with. But based on what I'm seeing overall, it's possible that this person does not have the capacity to attach to you the way you want to be attached to you. And so it could be the separation that is happening, this breaking away of the partnership for a purpose. So what am I saying? Move, I suggest, you move to release yourself from the excessive, compulsive need to belong to that particular person. Because it is possible, based on the astrological energy, they don't even possess what you actually want. I hope I made it make sense. Thank you for asking your question. Yeah, I would say thank you, Linda. Thank y'all all. I really appreciate y'all supporting each other and filling in when I can't read the chat and do the cards too. But I'm going to shut down now because I know I've been on here 3 minutes. I always state my time. Let me find it. If I can find it. I've been on here 3 hours. 3 hours, y'all. So yes, it's time for me to take a break. Bathroom break, lunch break, dinner break, something break. So, again, thank you. Y'all have a wonderful night. Maybe I'll return this evening and talk about something. I just got to figure out how to get off here. That's the issue. Getting off